What's up, America? Another day in the books. 2 days done on my fast. 1 to go. Now, as you know, a lot of things have been said. A lot of people talking a lot of nonsense. And I lit into all of them. It's not like they didn't deserve it. That was righteous anger. They've all got it coming to them. Especially those at the top. Now, there are a couple things that are going on. And this gives me a moment to go ahead and speak to everybody about the past couple days and the past few events. Our president knows me quite well. And I'm not here to pick on him or say anything bad about him, but you know what? He's been causing me a lot of grief with me trying to find somebody to date because he wants me all to himself. He wants all my talents. They're not even my talents. They're on loan from God and Jesus. They're the ones who gave me the anointing. They're the ones who gave me the powers. They're the ones who gave me all the gifts. And yet those people at the top want to manipulate and control me. They don't want me to have any money, any wealth. They'd rather see me starve to death, because then, if I'm not in the picture, they can say, oh, this guy never existed. He's a quack. He's this, he's that. Too late. I already spoiled their little plan, their intentions. Well, Brother Donald, it's not going to happen that way. I love you like a dad, but you know what? You never gave me an allowance, so I'm throwing a tantrum. You're a jerk. You're a cruel, evil jerk. And the only reason why you're there is because God and Jesus used me to put you there. They didn't even want you in the office, to tell you quite honestly, because of who you were then. But I said, you're going to change. You're going to... And I always hope and pray that you will change, but with what you've been doing to me for the past year and manipulating me, because I walked away. I didn't walk away from you. I walked away from all the nonsense because you guys weren't doing anything about it to go ahead and get rid of all the bad guys. And you got to remember, if it weren't for the efforts of what this person did to go ahead and find all that funny money and all those avenues that you guys chase, you guys don't even have one billionth of what they've done. Now, how many trillions of dollars are just sitting out there? Most of that money still exists. With the 30-something trillion, each pocket had money sitting back, and they use it when they want to go ahead and pull scams in the nation. And to manipulate, deceive, and control. Those days are over. All it takes is everybody in America to stand together, united, twined one. One creation of God. One mighty voice saying, we're not going to go ahead and take this crap anymore from you people. You colonial white sadists that are in our government up there in Capitol Hill. Well, don't think that black folks can't be white colonial devils, because they're riding their coattails. Like AOC, stealing $30 million already. She got to pay some money back. Letitia James, she's going to prison for the rest of her life, or the death penalty. Braggs, Smith, Comey, Kerry, Brennan, Clapper, Rosenstein, Mueller, Weitzman. They're all criminals. Yeah, we already know about John Kerry. He flies around. He was flying around during Donald's administration the first time on taxpayer money that we never authorized. But yeah, he still did it. Why haven't the records reflected it? Now look at Adam Schiff. He sat there during that insurrection crap, and when Donald was calling the people up in Ukraine to find out what was going on, they put all that stuff on him so they can cover up all the different acts of and violations and treason and high crimes and misdemeanors and all the other crap that you can throw at it. Do you get it? Our politicians fund every war that's going on in the world. So what we need to do as Christians and just normal civilized human beings on this planet is everybody, no matter where you're at, what state, and when you see these people when they're coming back to the state to represent the state, that's when you follow them all day, every day. You don't let them out of your sight, and you set up a team. Just like Project Veritas, do Project Veritas for every one of them. Left, right, down the middle. Watch them all. And if there's a guy that's touching little boys that's in our government, point him out. Give him a bad hair day. I'm okay with it. I'll report it. You send it to me, I'll report it immediately. Come right here and do this. Especially if it's Adam Sandler. I mean, my bad. But he's not, so that was thrown in there. Yeah, that's being mean. But anyway. Jared Nadler. Adam Schiff. It's been a long day. My apologies, Adam. I heard something, a clip on the reel, and his face popped up, so now I was thinking of all the bad guys. Well, it can't be all that great if he's making all those millions. And what about all the homeless people out there in California? See, what people don't understand is they're killing off us Christians. Glucose and fructose and corn syrup and this and that. Our children are dying from cancer. Went up over 40% last year. They're taking us out one by one through the process of elimination. And like I said, as long as you guys keep staying divided, they'll get us all eventually. So if you don't stand up right now and fight, you won't have nothing to fight for in a couple years. Because it'll all be wasteland soon. It's up to you, all of us, to make the right decisions for the next generation. And that's not happening right now. Little boys are being told they're little girls, and little girls are being told little boys. Then you got the school teachers that are touching them all. Then they get gay hour and queerdom hour and lesbo hour, Jingleheimer, Heimer, Schnitzel hour. Nobody cares. Leave the children alone. Leave them all alone. All those young persons. It's time to get rid of all the teachers. It's time for you to go ahead and tell your children to take your smartphones, and when the teachers start talking about this stuff, record it for the length of time that these people talked about all this polygamy and all this other stuff that's going on. Voodooism, witchcraft, devil worshiping, satanic cults and rituals. These people are really doing that up here in upstate New York. These are some real low-life scumbags. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Why don't you do the math? Why don't you go ahead and look into it for yourself? Before you say, I'm saying all kinds of stuff that don't make no sense and it doesn't add up. Yeah, well, it does add up. You're just too ignorant or too stupid to understand it. So if you really love those kids like you say you do, you go and do those things that were already mentioned. Like, one, get yourself an angelic group of Christian, Jesus freak loving gynecologists, and take your children to them. Because they got these doctors paid off. These doctors are screwing these little kids too. Welfare people are screwing these kids. People in our post op are screwing them. The parole officers and agencies and all that other stuff screwing these kids. Habitat for Humanity is corrupt. HUD Housing, Metro Interfaith, they're all corrupt. And all their people at the top, well, they're putting all the scumbags in there and the illegal aliens to protect them. You got to look at everything real crystal clearly. Get up close and examine everything. You'll find all the evidence that you want. And when you do, you're going to report it because you're going to be really totally pissed off at what's going on. what went down and what they've been doing to New York State. They've been moving everybody that was bad people from New York City to upstate New York, and they brought all the parasites, and they added in molesters and this and that. This whole street where I live now have 4 murders, and between this street and the street over, we have over 60 child molesters or rapists or whatever you want to call them in this location. To go ahead and bother me, to bring all that evil around me, surround me, so I wouldn't be able to function as a normal Jesus-free Christian. Well, you see how that all backfired on them all. Now I'm going to stuff it right up Satan's ass. He's going to get what for? He won't have to worry about his boyfriend being a butt plug for himself. Those monsters, those creatures, yeah, their day's already seen. It's already come and gone. As far as I'm concerned, I've already seen it happen. God and Jesus is going to make you look like a poster child for nothingness. They're going to stamp you out into nothingness, as if you never were. As far as they're concerned, you're not anymore, so your bad times are still yet ahead. Your boy too, the wiles of the devil. That's a real scumbag. And all those angels, well, 4 of them are going to break out. Their intentions is to break out all the other ones, raise havoc, but that can't happen. God's word is his word. He said they're bound there for all eternity. So the only ones that are going to be let out is the Euphrates River. Well, if one could kill 187,000, times that by 4 and see what you get. How fast can they kill that many people? In 24 hours. Maybe 12. From dark to light. Then it wouldn't even be that. It also depends on the season when they try to off everybody. You're not looking at the big picture, folks. Crypto, garbage. Sorry, Donald. I gotta tell people the truth. Crypto sucks. Bitcoin sucks. It's funny money. You know who's gonna lose that money? Is the Christians, because Christians are too damn ignorant to understand. Whoa, we're making all kinds of money now. We can easy street. No, take that money out and buy gold and silver, something that is dependable, something that's going to be rock solid for your future. Because the evil people, they're not going to get rid of their evil money. They have no reason to attack them. They're going to go ahead and put all the Christians into one category and all the evil scumbags in the other category. They're going to hit that little EMP button, and all the Christians' money is going to disappear, and then we're going to be slaves to the system. And Satan's going to give you a choice. Accept the mark of the beast, or give up your life. And most are going to go ahead and say they'll take the mark of the beast, because they don't realize you still got to die on this fucking planet. Every last one of us. So I'd rather go telling Satan to suck my butt ass, cheeks, all of it. Well, I had to put the two together. It made sense. I try not to go ahead and be too verbal. So many people are saying, "Oh, you're not a Christian because you..." No, listen, you go back and look at the other 3 that were mean prophets, and they did everything but swear. Some fornicated, some murdered, some just beat the piss out of people and sent them packing. Those are real mean prophets, but they did exist. Maybe you need to read up your Bible, read up on the scriptures, and look real close to where that is all made mention. I'm not here to be friendly to everybody. You all got it twisted. Totally twisted. And all those people at the top, they can't stop me. He always tried. I always thought it was comical. Very amusing. Here's the real deal. They can say whatever they want. I'm not paying any attention to them. Never was. I don't go back and look at reviews. I don't have time to it. I'm too busy moving forward, evolving. So all the things they've done, all the different stumbling blocks and snares and pitfalls and traps, yeah, they think they won with that. It slowed me down, but it doesn't hurt me. See, the thing about it is, when it comes to that, this person did exactly what God and Jesus wanted me to do. They wanted me to put God and Jesus in every platform, and it's happening to start to be that way. Schools are doing things again right. God and Jesus involved. People are taking knees. Football teams will come together again in the center of the stadium and take a knee for God and Jesus like they're supposed to. I hope Tim Tebow runs it. I hope he promotes it. I hope he hooks up with Riley Greens and they form a unity for our nation and for other nations because of who they are. I'm glad my little sister Riley's doing great. I'm glad she stuck up for women. If it wasn't her, then who? She listened to my words one day and she ran with it. Now she's a multimillionaire. Everybody who usually runs with the thoughts that comes from this guy, they end up turning into multimillionaires. You should recognize that by now. Look who's where and why and how come. All because of God and Jesus. Donald, you're still breathing because of what prayers I prayed. And the fasting and the proper prayers and all the other things that come along with it. The day before my birthday, July 13th. Out in my garden praying to Abba our Father, to my big brother Jesus at the foot of the cross, right at the cross because I got the cross on my house. So I ain't got to go far or travel far to get to it. What's beautiful about that is something happened. I had my back turned to the cross and quickening of the spirit hit. I instantly got sick to my stomach. I looked up and I turned, looked back at the cross, and it drew me in. So I said, what? What's wrong? And then I watched the news. This is when I still had Fox News, all the cable stuff. I'm not paying $146 for crap cable that you sit there and watch rerun after rerun after. I'm not that person. I'm done with it. I only kept the cable long enough to go ahead and help Donald secure a second victory. And then I bounced. I walked. Before I did, the day of the shooting, yeah, I prayed all those prayers. God and Jesus heard me cry because I went through Jesus, the blood and living waters of our sacrificial lamb. I went to the slaughter for all mankind's sake. Saved the day. Saved our president because without him, we would surely already be in World War III with either Hillary, she would have won the first time, or old camel face Kamala. Yeah, well, you know, we can go ahead and call Hillary all kinds of names. There's got to be at least 1 billion tags for her now. Everybody should go ahead and tag her. Now we got pencil neck Adam Schiff, Jared the foot-long boy baby rapist, AOC, aka Olive Oil. Then you got Lazy Eye Amy Gorbachev. Yeah, we got a list of names for all these different people. Camel face hairy ass Pete Buttigieg and his butt monkey boyfriend. I'm not playing nice right now. I don't have to. I don't want to. here to teach them a lesson. You guys prodded and poked me too much. Now it's my turn. Y'all wanted to go ahead and be Captain Asshat and all of his group, all of his lackeys. Now you're gonna get it. Whole bunch of you. And look what Gavin Newsom's done. He's destroyed California. Him and that crazy bitch with the 15-inch thick Coke bottle glasses. She's as round as she is tall. She belongs as an Oompa Loompa. She ought to go ahead and starve for a part. She's out there in California anyway. She might as well give it a shot. Oompa, boompa, boompity dee. If you're as fat as her, you should listen to me. Get a box of Doxy trim and I gotta make it a little bit funny. It's being sarcastic. This point that really counts. I'm a prophet of war. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a meanie to those who are assholes and tread on people for no reason. I fight fire with extra fire. I can fight with fire and brimstone if I call it into existence. And these people know it. These people fear me. They should. They should all fear me. Make your whole generation disappear with just a couple thoughts that I call into existence. Make all your people moan and travail, begging, pleading for mercy. I'll go there if everybody wants me to. I don't have a problem with it at all. So, where are we in the story? Oh, the third timeline. Everybody knows you just add a week to the third timeline. But what you don't understand is the math as you're doing it and breaking it down. Because you still have to go backwards in time 2,000 years. And then you have to look and see what happened. From our time right now, 2025, you go back 2,000 years, you're at 25. And if Jesus died at 33 and a third years of age, we can most definitely and most accurately pinpoint the true birth of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. But the interesting is I've been watching all these different reels and all these different people speaking. And they're talking about the 144,000 chosen, and there's 144,000 neurons and protons and electrons and neutrons and all these other crappy things that are in our body. That's what they're saying. No. We are energy. We are matter. We are substance. And when we die and our heart stops and our brain stops thinking, that energy gets collected by either bad energy or good energy, because there is a yin and yang. There's an up and down. There's a hell and there's a heaven. That's what people don't understand. And back in the beginning, there were other people, but God chose a certain specific spot and location to create Adam and Eve, the first people. He says they're the first people. Is it the first chosen people? Or did he go ahead and create others right after he got done with Adam and Eve in the garden? Because first Adam had to be here all by himself, because he named everything. That would go as a contradictory to all those other things. So you need to go ahead and look back through the Quran. You need the Quran, whether anybody likes it or not. You need the Dead Sea Scrolls, and you need the first version of the Bible. And then you need the first King James. See, the Ethiopians have Bibles and this and that and everything else. They have timelines. A lot of different cultures do, but they keep it hidden. They keep it oppressed because Satan's already gotten to those different nations, those different cultures. He's already manipulated and controlled them. They're warring with everybody else. Most of them are out in the Middle East. He's got them all conformed to the world. Sad, but true. Very tragic. Pardon me. Almost hurt. Hiccup. There it goes again. My apologies. What do you want from me? I sit here and I break this crap down all day long. Nobody say thank you. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a rat's ass. And I don't care if anybody even thanks me ever. At this point, I'm ready to check out like Dunstan. I can't stand this world no more. If I leave, you guys all leave. And that's the part you don't understand. That's the part you don't get. Because there's still one person that believes in this world. Believes in humanity. All you other people just suck donkey dick. When you got pastors that got $60, $70 million and there's, why aren't you building a rec center? Why aren't you building a soup kitchen in your branch? Why aren't you building some pods so you can put 100 pods up or 1,000 pods up to give shelter to other people? Because if other people see those type of people who are making bank and they see you giving it to people, God said He'd give it back tenfold. Obviously, they don't believe in God too much, because if they did, they would have already gave it all away a long time ago and see what the end result would have been. Just like that guy and his wife. They came to Jesus' mom of the flesh. They said, we sold this, we sold that, blah, blah, blah. But they kept some for themselves, just in case. Because they thought he might be an imposter. Or just pulling the wool over their eyes to get them to lose everything and to be poor people. They trusted for a little while. They had semi-faith. And it cost them their lives. That's what's going to happen here. It's going to cost everybody their lives. They keep saying, oh, we're good people. Oh, I gave $150 million away because I had billions to stand at. No. You can't give a portion of your wealth to the poor and needy when there's still a lot more poor and needy that need those provisions. You're just a plain asshole, scumbag, miser, degenerate, worthless, shit sack. In my eyes, I'm but poor and I'm still making it. I was kicked out of the welfare as a handicapped person. I was 365 pounds, almost 366 pounds. Just weighed in a little while ago at 228.8. What a hell of a journey. Right now I'm in the middle of a fast. The only thing I want to do is get to today, which is the 3rd, and get my old ass to the grocery store. I can't even tell you which grocery store I'm going to go to. Why? Because I'm embarrassed of them. They robbed me again. This is the 3rd time that store robbed me. I'm going to go ahead and go public about it here soon. I'm going to tear them a new asshole too. They deserve it. See, this is what I do because everybody else is too pussy to do it. So if you need a leader, come see me. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and tell you what needs to be done. I ain't got no problem with it. And you'll become a millionaire doing it. No matter who you are. But just remember, every week or month that you get money, you better give a 10th portion for all the poor and the homeless, and those who have want and need, and women who have children with no spouses, no husbands, no boyfriends to go ahead and back them up, the widow. We're supposed to go out of our way to find out who all the widows are on the planet and go provide for them as a culture for each nation. As a culture. When's the last time we fucking did something like that? Oh, it's because it never happened. That happened in February. Non-existent. It takes everybody as a team to get things done. Right now, We're in a season of burnt offerings and sacrifices and sin offerings and peace offerings and all kinds of other offerings. These people in the Middle East are supposed to be observing this. Jewish people especially are supposed to be observing this. Are they doing it? Did Brother Benjamin call for it, for his nation to get down on their hands and knees and pray to God? Pray to Allah, Abba, Jehovah, Yahweh, Hosanna? Our God's got a lot of names. But it all goes back to one thing. It's a simple concept. Love your neighbor as yourself. Do you think those people are doing that, killing each other, bombing each other, radically removing people off the face of earth like they were a spot or a blemish? Cruel, unusual, wicked, evil, ugly, sadist is what that makes those people. And Jesus didn't come here to change the law of Moses. So all your asses still live under the 10 Commandments of Moses, God's servant. Are you even following those? Are you even observing? The ones who observe the most and do it righteously, the way God intended it to be done, from July 1st, July 14th, first 7 days are for atonements. The second 7 is take the yield from the crops and the harvest, bring them in, and share with all people, including sojourners, people who have nothing. They're supposed to sit at the table and eat first. The homeless, the ones with nothing. And people who have, you can wait your turn. Not like you're going to go ahead and starve to death. I'm starving myself right now. Going on day 3. 2 days in the books. 48 hours plus. Go figure. Well, what do you think? What are you willing to sacrifice? Go ahead and have a better lifestyle and be one of those people that have a real close relationship with God through Jesus. And for those who are over in the Middle East that only believe in God, boy, you guys are in trouble with the 10 Commandments. Y'all are going to really suffer. That's why a large portion of Jews are going to die when they're attacked by Iran and those others that have the same flag color as Iran. There's 9 nations out there. Which 9 nations? Can you name them? If you can't name them by now, you're a dumbass. I got a 7th grade education. I know all the different flags. I know all the different nations they're going to go ahead and attack. Mother Israel. Don't worry. Big brother America's here. And our, well, once queen ruled nation now has a king in rule. Is he going to sit it out, or is he going to actually participate and fight with us, protect us, and help with protecting Israel? That's to be determined. That's truly to be determined, because that hasn't been set in stone in any way, shape, or form. And what are we going to do about the Vatican and all the evil that's coming out of there? It's just pouring out. If you rebuke, bind all those evil critters that are running that place, denounce them and cast them out in the name of Jesus, through his blood and living waters. Say, Lucifer, Satan, all the devil, fallen angels, Prince of Darkness, mankind's mortal enemy, the ungodly one, the unholy one, the unrighteous one, the unworthy one. Kicking everything out. He-devil dogs, she-devil dogs, grim reapers, trolls, ghouls, goblins, witches, warlocks, wizards, and sorcerers, vampires, and lycans, and werewolves. Oh my. Those are some real ass pieces of shit, yo. Real people that eat flesh. You know there's cannibalism going on all over the place. Then you got to shoot up to the next thing. Just got to stay with the list. Then you got to cast out the demons, demonic forces, evil spirits, and satanic spirits. Then you have to cast out the legion of many, legions of many. Baal, Beelzebub, Jezebel, Jezreel, and people like that. Evil creatures. Vile beings. Oh, that would be Barack Obama and Michael Obama. It is what it is. And then you got Hillary and Dill Hill Bill Pickle. Okay, now that guy went to Pervert Island bazillion times. George Soros, his son, Michael Goonberg, Bill Gates, one of the biggest sadists on the planet. If somebody were to kill him, or he dropped dead of a heart attack right now, the world would be a billion times better off. That's one of the most evil, wicked dudes on the planet. I'm sure he's a buy for Satan. He takes one for the team all the time with dumb guys, Tony. He's a real piece of work. Told you, I didn't come here for pleasantries. I came here to destroy shit. I'm in a very destructive mode right now. See, people have been sticking their nose in my business. I don't like it. And when you start treading on me, I take notice. I come up with a game plan, and then I go on the offensive. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm on the offensive. So I'm going to tell all those people that keep getting in my way of my happiness, because I am alone. I've been alone for over 2 decades, serving. Didn't even know I was serving. But I promised myself I wouldn't have sex with another being, a woman. Most definitely, a woman, a female. Let's get that straight from Jump Street. Until I was twined one with her. Now, I picked out several women here on this planet. Because every time I picked out one, somebody played an asshole game with me because they want to see me happy. His name is Donald Trump. Could you imagine that? To have somebody hate you so much and be... You know what? This is the same story of Solomon and King David. Same deal. Just so many different 14 generations in advance to this date and age. That's what he's doing to me. Let's call it what it is. He's cock blocking to make me miserable. He doesn't want to see me be happy. Well, fuck him. He can suck a dick too. I don't hate him, but I'm calling him out for his hypocrisies. Now I'm going to say this publicly so everybody's got it straight. The first person that I had a lot of interest in was Lisa Booth of the Fox News team. I liked her because she lined up with a lot of things that I am. As far as being a Jesus-freak Christian, intelligent, fearless, always brought the truth to the general public of our society. Go back and listen to all her stuff for over the years. And you'll see that there's a dynamic human being right there. I felt the same way about Emma. I felt the same way about a lot of women. But none of them wanted to show themselves to me. But that was more due that Donald Trump was stopping it from happening. Well, Donald, you can't stop it no more. I'm not allowing it. I put my foot down. I just unmask you for being a fucking total dick-headed asshole. So, Miss Watson, Emma, I do love you still. And yes, I want you to be my wife. But I'm not playing no more bullshit games. So if anybody knows who she is, knows her whereabouts, let her listen to this. Let her understand and comprehend what I'm saying. If you don't want nothing to do with me, that's fine. And I think they took a picture of you and said that you didn't want to be around me no more or talk to me no more. You've never been around me, one. I've never seen you face to face, number two. None of these women, ever. I've often offered for a video chat with you or any other woman. Nobody does, because our president tells them if they do, they're going to get what for? What a juvenile delinquent. Straight blat-ass child. He's not serving me no more, so he can't go ahead and talk to nobody. Boo-hoo. Douchebag. Tired of it. Can you tell? Tired of it. Fuck you, Donald. Fuck J.D. Vance. He's the backstabber. He's the one who stabbed you in the back 5,000 times, and yet you still picked him. Fuck was that all about? Because of a new thing that you guys are pulling. America doesn't know it, but I see it. Fuck crypto. Fuck Bitcoin. Because you're going to lose your entire life. I'm doing some treading on my own now. How does it feel, Donald? Tell Elon I said the same thing. Don't care. Just because you guys are multi-billionaire scumbags, I'm not bowing down to you motherfuckers. Not today, tomorrow, next week, not ever. Not even with my final breath. I will be respectful if you treat me with respect. None of you motherfuckers have ever treated me with respect, so you don't get none. Pretty simple. That's how I work in life. Again, you're a great businessman, Donald. Nobody can ever take that away from you. And you're running our country pretty damn decently. And you're giving tax breaks for those who really need them. And you're helping people out with Medicaid and Medicare. All your promises, you're keeping, because I've been right there all along, the whole time, side by side with you, making sure you did all these things. Because if you didn't, you know who's going to report them? My old fat ass. That's right. My old fat ass is going to report everything, whether any fucking buddy likes it or not. I'm that nigga you should have never treaded on, Donald. None of you people at the top. Now you've managed to go ahead and vex me. I'm ready to wage war against the root of all evil because of you and the shit that you're pulling right now. I don't have to play nice with any of you scumbags. See, you forgot. A part of you is nice. Part of you is Christian. But you're like me. One part of your body burns hot, waxes with rage and vengeance. On the other side, cool as a glacier. Cool as a cucumber, as they say. Point being is, you have those same things. You have a lot of the same gifts because of Barron, who he is. I know who his true identity is. But I'm not going to say that because I like Barron. Even though there's going to be a lot of issues coming up. I know what they are. How much time do you people think do we really have on this planet left? You don't see all the signs. People just killing people, just go ahead and kill them. Pedophiles and stuff are using drugs and melatonin and all kinds of other stuff to go ahead and knock these babies out so they can rape them, pillage them, get paid by a bunch of faggots and sadists. That's what's happening up here in upstate New York. Triple Cities is decimated with this type of behavior, promoting this type of cult worshiping, the Wiccans and the witches and the warlocks. These motherfuckers are real. I know who they are. I got some living right next to me. Dirty ass, low down motherfucking scumbags. Soon I'm going to mention their names because the woman's got to go. The mother of one of the children. Her father's got to go and her brother's got to go. And they already know I'm going after Dylan. Fuck Dylan. I'm putting his ass on a fucking one-way ticket to Hades. Dylan, the dick-faced villain. He's going to get it. And his parole officer. Oh, yeah, they both got to fall. Because I've already told his parole officer 11 months ago. Why the fuck didn't he put him in prison for it? Why didn't CPS get involved? Because those are the people who are molesting your children right underneath your fucking noses, you idiots. To be continued. Sincerely, the messenger sent.